What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at base icons. We're going to be ranking every single base icon on this list. At the end there will be the brand new icons. Obviously they're not in this pre-made template, so we are going to add them at the end and where they go. But we're going to start off with all, I think it's 100 and something now, which is just absolutely insane that we have that many icons. Obviously these are going to be more based around each other rather than kind of how they are in the game, because obviously all of them have such a varied in price. If we look at someone like Cruyff, we've got a few millions worth of a card there. You look at Deco, obviously he's coming in at I think about 150 on the Xbox. They're going to be very, very different prices, but they're all going to be a premium compared to, for instance, a Bruno Fernandes, a Bernardo Silva. You look at Desai, he's going to be way more expensive than a Varane, but the same sort of level of play is going to be there, unless you're going for the likes of, like I say, R9, Cruyff, Eusebio. They are just, for some reason, they're different kind of breed of striker. So we are going to be basing these off just the icons, and we're going to be powering through them. So we're going to kind of just try and pick some of the better ones and kind of whittle my way through them. So straight off the bat, Eusebio is always going S. That's just never going to be a debate. Same with Eto this year. Just absolutely next level. We won't necessarily give a massive reason for each of them because we will be here for absolutely ages. And let's just kind of go through then. So Barnes, I'd be looking, what we got, this is S, isn't it? So we've got, say, top tier, good tier, average tier, bad, and why are they there? So if we go Cruyff, obviously he's going to go in top tier, as we always could imagine. Crespo's going in, I'd say average at best. We go Baresi. I'm going to go in bad just because of, obviously, compared to all the others. I don't care if he's not maybe that expensive. Cannavaro for me has always been top tier. He is a fantastic centre-back, and the same as, in fact, no, we will. Because of the price difference and how they play as icons, I think Carlos Alberto and Cannavaro probably in that just below top tier. Then we have Rio Ferdinand. He's always been top tier, just naturally very, very good at the game. Same as Desai, I've got to put him up there. He is, again, once another cracked card. Hullet, especially his base, is probably good, but not quite his top in comparison. Let's look at Best is always a funny one. He's just, I'm going to say good tier. I don't necessarily think top. Same as Campbell. He's definitely got to go in good. Cantona is a funny one because I really do like him, but I think he is quite a bulky player. I'm just trying to think this year. I haven't actually played with him yet, so we're going to have to get him out sometime. But I'm going to put him in top. I've been watching his mid in Foot Champs on esports, whatever it is, and he looks nuts. So I can imagine his animations are working quite well this year. Bergkamp, I'm going to go average. Barnes for his cam is definitely average. I think in his left wing, it's not the greatest card. Drogba, he could be a really funny one this year. Because I haven't used him yet, we're going to put him in good. But I feel like that sort of strike is actually going to be really nice. Garincha, I think it's got to be top tier. Absolutely fantastic. Gattuso, his base is brilliant. We're going to go average for him. This Giggs is going average. His mid is definitely bad. What we're going with. Czech's got to be in good. What else we got? Anybody that really stands out here? Kaka, I'd say definitely good. We've actually used him. He's not a bad card. Would prefer to probably have his prime, but very good. Maradona, we've used him very early on thanks to a subscriber, and he was next level. And to be honest, we played with him in like the first, I think it was I think 1 week in, and honestly it was an absolute cheat code. Then we go with Matthias. He's definitely good. Maldini, for a left back, he's got to be in good. He's not quite his centre back version, but most definitely is still very good. Puskás has definitely got to be in top tier. Nedved, I'm going to go in 90 pace, 82 shooting. I'm going to go average. I think for a left mid in icon status, it's got to be average. Same as Lampard. I don't see him being anything other than maybe a passer in this game. Guardiola is just no. Close as bad. Dalglish has got to be in that top tier, hasn't it? Ronaldinho 100% has got to be in that top tier. Oh, we're going to have a massive tier list, aren't we? So let's have a little scroll down. Who else have we got here that is... Vieira's got to be top tier. I do prefer his mid and obviously his prime and moments, but even his base is still coming in at a huge price. Then we'll go with, where is my man R9? I think most definitely some people would argue that R9, even at his base, is kind of good rather than top tier, but it's R9. I don't think we can disrespect him like that. Inzaghi, pointless. Litmanen, pointless. What else have we got? Keane is... See, Keane is going to be a funny one this year, because you whack a shadow on him and he actually... I'm going to bump him to average. I think this year he definitely comes in at something a little bit better, because... even if maybe you don't have a specific zone, so you're not maybe all attacking or all defending, or kind of like a more of a box-to-box, passing is massive, and he does have a decent amount of stats, so we are going to whack him in there. Carlos has got to be good, most definitely. We're then looking at Nakata. It's pretty pointless. Same with Okocha, unfortunately. Overmars is just not feeling it. Obviously, I prefer... Is it Nedved? Nedved's way better. Schmeichel, I see goalkeepers are a funny one, because obviously all of them are not necessarily awful, but I wouldn't say there's like a massive standout this year. I think keepers are kind of based around what team you've got. It doesn't necessarily matter who it is. There's not really a set. Like last year I loved Courtois, kind of a few games, I think it was about a week in, everybody realised he was next level. The year before it was mid Van der Sar, he was just stupidly good. So I've not really noticed a massive keeper difference, but we'll go average at best for Schmeichel in this one. I think he gets better personally as he goes up the ranks. Torres this year's got to be in good, especially for his base. I think as he goes up in the ranks in terms of mid and prime, I think he definitely will increase. Raul is pretty pointless. Coman, I'd probably say bad, because 6-7 pace is just not going to cut it. Rijkaard, I'd say, is pretty pointless compared to some of the icons we've got for him. Zidane is elite as anything. We then have Thierry Henry. Where would he go? See, I'd like to put him top. I just don't know if he's there. I don't know if he's good at this point. And then we look at maybe his striker version, and that's where we really find the card. Ashley Cole is going to go in average. I think left back standards, very average. Same with Lahm. He goes really well when he goes back to his right back position. But other than that, I just don't think it's happening. Roy Costa's going in at average. Played with both versions. Much preferred his mid, to be honest, but most definitely only average. Scholes is got to be average as well. Passing wise will be absolutely elite, but there's nothing else to him. We're going to go bad for Laudrup. Baggio's got to go in... Oh, that's an interesting one, because it's his dribbling, I think. I'm going to go with good, just because of that dribbling. You can always add a hunter, and you've actually got a very solid card there. Puyol is pointless, especially as a right back. Centre back isn't actually as bad. Pace-wise is not great, but you can kind of get around that with a shadow, and his defending is absolutely elite. Riquelme, always been pointless since he's been in this game. Don't understand it in the slightest. Schweinsteiger with left mid will go average, just because I feel like centre mid he actually will do quite well, but unfortunately for this version, it's just not happening. Van der Sar, we're going to go in good. I think Casillas is going to be in the next section. Trezeguet, I'd say bad rather than kind of average. Stoichkov, I think actually, I feel like he's going to be good this year. I don't know what it is. Same with Essien. He is definitely going in there. Rivaldo was definitely average. We've only just finished playing with him, and he's nice, but the 2-star weak foot just really sucks for him. We're going to go Makalele. I'm going to say bad for him. I really think so. We'll go with average for Seedorf, yes, because we've got to be conservative. We've obviously got 100 icons in. I'd say Xavi just really wasn't there. Mainly his positioning. That's what really struggled for him. Obviously, any links for icons are going to be down below if you want to check some of them out, especially all the bases we've done so far. We are trying to kind of keep things going. I think it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday we have icon reviews. At the minute it's only one. We may up it depending on content and all of that good stuff, so if you want to check any of them out, make sure you like and subscribe on the channel as well, and let me know some of the icons you'd like to see. I know I've got a few already in motion, but definitely let me know. Suka, I'm going to say bad. I don't really see it. Zanetti's actually not a bad one. I'm going to put him in average. I think he's not actually that bad. Him up and down the pitch is quite nice. Petit, pointless as a left back. CDM is way, way better. Yashin's got to be up. Yashin could actually be top tier for this. As a goalkeeper, I think I've got to. As a goalkeeper, he is fantastic in the base version as well. Zambrotta is elite as anything. Genuinely elite. He was crack for me last year, and I can imagine this year is going to be no different. Same as Del P. Del P this year is just next level. Haji is going in average. We've got, I'm trying to think of some easy wins here. We've got Rush. I'm going to say average at best. Hugo Sanchez, the weak foot again, just not happening. Shevchenko average. Shearer bad, unfortunately. Bobby Moore, got to be there as well. Same as Nesta. Go and put yourself in there, kid. Perez, yeah, I can't. I was trying to think of a way around putting him in average, but unfortunately not. Zola, very good. Really did enjoy him. Larsson's not really up to scratch. Herrero, to be honest, Herrero's going down here. I don't get him. He just doesn't work for some reason. Deco, we're going to go in bad. Obviously, Rui Costa, I think, is a little bit better. And I do think Luis Figo will be there as well, which will be an interesting one. He actually could bump himself up to good, depending on, obviously, how he plays for me. Kluivert as a striker, I think it's got to be in bad. Balak, I'm going to say in good. Or is he good? He's a brilliant centre mid, but whether he's going to be in comparison to all the other icons, we'll keep him there. Varane, we're going to go in average. I think passing-wise is actually going to be nice this year, but everything else is very average. I'm going to say good for Vidic, very, very nice striker. Pointless Vieira. Ian Wright actually sits in good for me this year. He just works well. I don't know what it is, just genuinely does quite well for me. Socrates, I think this version is average, but as we go into the later stages, his prime normally is actually really surprising. Perlo, we're going to go in average. Owen will go in average. Lineker will go in average. Van Basten's a funny one. Van Nistelrooy has just got to be pointless, to be honest. Van Basten, Butragueno, and Hernandez. I think Hernandez got to go in average compared to everybody else. Blanc is actually really good as a cam. Sometimes you can whack him further down the pitch if you really wanted to, more of a box-to-box, but he actually isn't a bad card this year. And the final two before we go on to the new ones, Butra is going to be good. Oh, no, that's elite tier. No, S is elite tier. And then Van Basten, we are just going to put in average. I feel like his... Oh, no, in fact, no. I've tried his mid out. I swear I've tried this card, but we've tried the one up from him, and he's worse than the base. The base is actually good. It's the mid that is average at best. So that is my tier list for the mids, for the bases. I'm going to just go and switch over to a smaller section where we're going to finish off with the new ones. We've got Rooney, Van Persie, Cafu, Casillas, all to do. So stay tuned. Let me know if you've got any different opinions. Obviously, it's all opinion based. This is personally from many years of playing with these icons year in, year out. Let me know what you think, and let's jump into the new one. So we've got the final icons. I don't know why it's cut so much of them off, to be honest, but we know who they are. Obviously, you've got Beckham, Cafu, Casillas, Rooney, and Van Persie. Beckham came in last year, but a little bit later on in the game, so he wasn't necessarily in that quiz. But Beckham, for me, it's his centre mid version. I'm going to have to put him in good. I wouldn't say he's top tier by any means. His right mid is nice, but he doesn't, again, cater too much to the game. But I think it's more name that drives him forward. Rooney's got to be in top tier. Van Persie's got to be in top tier. And I think Cafu's got to be up there. I think they've given us really, really good icons. I've used Casillas, and he's good, but not quite top tier. For me, I think they've done really well with Rooney, Van Persie, and Cafu. Again, maybe a different opinion. Let me know what you think about the new icons. Personally, we are trying to review as many of them as we can as we go through the year, so definitely stay tuned for all of that if you like icons, and make sure you like and subscribe on this video, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.